Ariane Cap. Welcome. Today we're going to be walking up a string playing a scale. Now here's the thing. When you're being asked to play a scale, typically you're going to be playing it like that. Right? And that's great. And that's how we need to know scales. However, there is also a lot of value in being able to play a scale like this. And the reason for that is if you make shifts, if you are jumping around, if you are reading and don't want to take your eyes off that page but want to know where you are on the instrument, it's really beneficial to be able to think in positions and to know how many steps, whole step, half step, minor third, you are skipping as you're walking up that string. And I thought, since I like doing two things at once, getting a sort of a double whammy here, that we are going to be talking about technique and theory at the same time. So why not go through the modes? That's C major, C Ionian, that's D Dorian, E Phrygian, and so forth. Now I have a hard time hearing Phrygian, the quality of Phrygian, if I just played C major, because I'm still going to be locked into that C with my ear. We're going to start all of those modes with the same root, and we're going to be doing it on one string to shed some technique in the process. Are you ready? There are only a few shifts that you will be encountering when you're playing a scale up a string. You will either have a whole step, which you can finger 2, 4, or 1, 3. Then you will be having a combination of 3 notes that will be containing a half step. And that can be, depending on the mode, on different spots in the scale. So this could be 1, 2, 4 in the case of our major scale. 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 3, 4. So as I'm talking numbers, these are fingerings, not scale degrees. Okay, so I'm starting out with my whole step, and then 1, 2, 4, and 1, 3, 4. These 3 building blocks are the only building blocks I have in my major system, in my modes of Ionian. It's different if I have harmonic minor, melodic minor, symmetric scales, that's different. But in my major system, those are the only 3 building blocks that I have. Now, a word on fingering. Whenever I'm going up, I want to use the first or the second finger to start with. Whenever I'm facing down, I want my 4th or 3rd finger to be the first note that I play in that position. Why? You don't want to end up playing a major scale like this, or, right? That makes no sense. Now, the idea of always going, like I'm going up now, right? So I want to have my first finger do the first note. First finger do the first note. Now I'm ending, so I'm just going to the 4th finger. Now I'm heading down. Now I'm leading with my pinky finger. When you are going up the scale in Ionian, again, the formula is 2, 4. Again, I'm talking fingering, not scale degrees. 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. When you go down, it is the same thing. Now we're going to go to the next major mode. There are 3 major modes, 3 minor modes, and 1 that's weird, if you will, Locrian. So 3 major, 3 minor, and Locrian, which technically also a minor mode, but I kind of like group it in a different way because of the way it sounds. So we had the first major mode, which is called Ionian. It's your regular do, re, mi. When you hear it, you recognize it because it's do, re, mi, just like you knew it. Now we're going to go to the next major mode, which is Lydian. Lydian has a raised 4th scale degree. So check it out. If I play my scale, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is now scale degrees that I'm saying, numbers. It gets me to the C. And in Lydian is a major with a raised 4th scale degree. So let's raise it. Now that makes my formula, if I play it up one string, it makes it the whole step. And then 1, 3, 4, and then 1, 3, 4 again. Ear training wise, I tell folks, if you listen, it sounds major, but unusual on the bottom. It's a bright major. It's lifted. It's a bright major. It sounds not like you're used to it on the bottom, then it's Lydian. So there you go. That's Lydian. Mixolydian is also a major mode. It's the last one. And it sounds unusual on top. So it's a major scale with the flat 7. Here we go. So isn't that interesting? For the formula fingering wise, on Lydian we have the whole step and then 1 3 4 1 3 4. But for Mixolydian we have the whole step and then 1 2 4 and 1 2 4. So twice in a row. Okay? That's Mixolydian. Now we're done with the major modes. Now let's do the minor modes. If we start with the minor mode that you are used to, the regular good old minor scale, what you're going to play is what's called Aeolian or the natural minor scale. And that one starts with, now since we're doing minor, we're going to have the group with the 3 notes on the bottom and the group with the whole step in the middle elsewhere, because now we're starting with a minor third. So here we go. So now we have that group of the whole step here up here on top, and the formula for the regular minor in terms of fingering is 1 3 4 1 3 4 and the whole step. Okay, now we're gonna do Dorian. Dorian is a bright minor, to go with my earlier trick. If it's minor and it sounds unusual on the top, then it's Dorian. Dorian is considered a bright, happy sounding minor. Think Irish music. Here we go. So we have 1 3 4. We have to, because it's a minor mode. Then we have the whole step, and then we have 1 2 4. That's the note that makes it Dorian. Okay? And then, of course, so we have one that sounds unusual on the top, so we have to have one that sounds unusual on the bottom. That one is actually pretty easy to recognize because it sounds Spanish. Okay, that one is called Phrygian, and Phrygian starts with a half step, so it's 1 2 4. So 1 2 4 1 3 4 and the whole step. That's Phrygian. And now we have one more, and that is Locrian. Locrian sounds incomplete. It's technically also a minor mode. It's a minor mode with a flat 5 and a flat 2. It's a minor scale with a flat 5 and a flat 2. So it sounds like you want to add that A flat up there on top, right? So, and that's because it's the 7th mode of A flat major, so it's starting on the G. Locrian has the formula 1 2 4 1 2 4 and then a whole step. If you need more help with modes, how they are built, what they sound like, where they are being used, there's a chapter on modes in my book Music Theory for the Bass Player that gives you the scoop, all you need to know but not more, and helps you identify them by ear in no time. Modes are wonderful tools. As bass players, we need to have them under our belt, need to know, be able to identify them and play them. When you're jumping, make sure to make it a really smooth movement. And here's a good way to practice this. Let's go back for this one. Let's go back to the major scale. So first you start with one note, right? And then you start with 2, then 3. And you want to do that without looking. I'm adding another note. 2 more. Now the next jump. All the way up. It's a really good exercise, and it can be done by just adding one note after the other. Hope this was helpful. Let me know how it's going. Cheers. Thank you for watching.